This summer, a lot of families made a trip to the beach, and while we often focus on the danger associated with getting into the ocean, not as many people are watching out for something else. Greensboro man has made it his mission to develop a safer way to spend a day on the sand, and his solution is made North Carolina. Over the past few years, we've visited Bill Skirmerhorn several times. His BeachBub umbrella system has become incredibly popular, with sales increasing each year.
We have arguably one of the highest rated products in the entire Amazon platform.
The BeachBub is something Bill developed to give an umbrella enough weight to stay anchored. Using the sand that's already on the beach, it can add more than 100 pounds to the base, enough to keep it secure in winds topping 40 miles per hour. BeachBub recently moved into a much larger facility, covering 16,000 square feet, with plans to eventually expand even more. This Greensboro company is now shipping these umbrellas all across the country and to beaches around the world, but they may be having the biggest impact in Washington, D.C. That's because the federal government is now taking a closer look at the safety of beach umbrellas. Each year, it's estimated that hundreds of people are injured when umbrellas are lifted into the air and fly down the beach. 2 weeks ago, a 67-year-old woman was killed by an umbrella in Myrtle Beach. An umbrella that, according to the Consumer Product Safety Commission, was being used properly.
It was put in as per directed, 2 feet into the sand, tilted into the wind. That umbrella popped up, went down, impaled her, and she lost her life.
Bill Skirmerhorn wants to change that. He's now working with the CPSC and the American Society for Testing and Materials to lead a committee and develop new standards.
So I am now the director to create a beach umbrella safety standard for the U.S. and for the whole world, for that matter, because nobody else is doing this. We're the ones who started this. We're the ones who put the common sense into it. We're the ones, and I'm the one that actually came up with the concept of actually putting a weight on the bottom of a beach umbrella. It's not rocket science, but nobody had given it any thought.
He sold his first BeachBub in 2015. As the company grew, he quickly realized he was not only helping customers have a better day at the beach, he was offering a product that truly could end up saving lives.
And unfortunately, it's been one of those things where people think it's just an act of nature, but it's not an act of nature. We know that wind is going to be on the beach, and there's products out there now that will mitigate that and help secure the umbrella so it doesn't go flying down the beach.
They've added new colors and new features. They're also supplying BeachBubs to 30 retail outlets and 25 resorts like the Blockade Runner in Wilmington. But still, he realizes that changing the industry by rewriting safety codes may be a higher calling.
We've got politicians now involved. We've got the Consumer Product Safety Commission is looking into it. And the end goal is here is that if we can help to make our beaches safer, more enjoyable, and less stressful, and mitigate some of these dangers that are on the beach, then this is it. This is my little legacy that I'm leaving to the beach world.
It all started as a better idea for an umbrella. But Bill Skirmerhorn and the BeachBub are making bigger waves by leading the effort to keep everyone safe as they enjoy a day at the beach. Now, BeachBub umbrellas are in stores along the East Coast from Florida to New Jersey. You'll find them on Amazon too, or order through their website, beachbub.com. But if you're in the Triad, easiest way is just visit their factory outlet store. It's 561 Peg Road in Greensboro. Got a full line of colors and styles there. And something else too. There's now a contest underway to find the coolest thing made in North Carolina. It's put together every year by the State Chamber of Commerce. The BeachBub is in first place, most votes right now, so a lot of people agree it's a pretty innovative idea.